Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no...
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to my Gobstone collection, that's it. Are you familiar with Gobstones?
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstones. Imelda is one of the worst losers ever written. And now those poor losers have taken my Gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I don't...
Do you have any suggestions on how to...
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my Gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll be...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones. Accio!
You certainly sound like you have an opinion on this.
Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's Gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
I've taken to studying during the day.
I wish I was a metamorphic.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones. Revelio.
You can't imagine how...
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Got a peek at the prefect's bathroom last year. I'd missed class for a week.
Accio. Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's Gobstones.
Have you been in any other common rooms? I'd love to know what it's like to be in another house, just for a day.
Accio.
Just when I think I've learned how to get around the castle, a staircase moves and I'm lost again.
That's the last of Zenobia's Gobstones. I should go and see her.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
When the Forgotten One's true power is revealed, bonds of trust will be broken.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Lumos. Lumos.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my Gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your Gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my Gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my Gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Here.
Mild.
What are you up to now?
I'm glad I don't have to stay in the castle for the holidays. I find the moving staircases unnerving.
Hogwarts has brought me and my siblings closer together. We've had to rely on each other without having our parents about.
Now that I have all
New
my
students
Gobstones
here,
back,
I'd like to
I'm
send a
ready to
howl
take
or
on
two.
all challenges.
My mother sent me a
I
howler
can
after I
find
got
any.
a paw on my transfiguration owl. Without a doubt, one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
How many owls do you think Hogwarts has?
Owls fascinate me. They have a lot of responsibility in the wizarding world. Imagine all the walking we'd have to do if we didn't have owls to deliver our post.
I adore getting owls from back home. My father sends me one almost every week.
I don't send many owls to myself.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade against Pearl. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm Nellie, by the way. I'm just so excited that the Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Try working with it. Revelio.
Matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Revelio.
My, what a strike! I wouldn't want to be hung next to you.
I think so. We shall see who shows up. I know, Sebastian, I know.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Keep trying.
Accio!
Next time, perhaps.
Accio! Lumos. Levioso. Accio! Reparo.
That was something.
Accio!
Keep trying. That's it.
Levioso.
Excellent form.
Levioso. Levioso. Accio.
Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Accio!
Potato!
Come on! Levioso! Accio!
Like a winner.
Accio!
Is that all you've got?
Luma!
Protego!
Defendo!
Accio! Lumos!
Levioso!
There goes my way. Reparo!
Oof. Glad I didn't bet on you that round. Care to go again?
I'll give it another go.
Glad to hear it.
Accio! Levioso! Reparo! Protego! Lumos! Levioso!
Behind you, set me down. Levioso!
Accio! Levioso! Superfly!
Don't shy away now.
Accio!
You're better than that.
Reparo! Stupefy! Levioso! Accio!
Defendo!
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the Gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Accio. Reparo. Levioso.
What do you want?
Accio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio.
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
I wonder if you might be able to help me with a small, project.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello. I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. This stairwell looks promising.
Nobody can do a hex like me. And I dare.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now where's the treasure?
Revelio. Accio.
There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
Do you ever wish?
I'd really want to call.
My family has a lineage of redemption. All I can say is
What have you learnt?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
A beginner's guide to transfiguration is my textbook. I cannot seem to wrap my head around the subject.
Incedius!
Revelio. Revelio.
Lumos,